Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the latest on Deshaun Watson's return from injury and what that means for the Cleveland Browns quarterback situation. Specifically, we're going to talk about whether Watson poses a real threat to rookie sensation Shedeur Sanders. So, let's start with Watson himself. At just 30 years old, Deshaun Watson's career is far from over. In fact, quarterbacks playing well into their 30s is pretty common. Just look at Tom Brady, who played at a high level even after hitting his 40s. So while Watson's road back from injury has been tough, there's no reason to think he's done just yet. He suffered a devastating ruptured Achilles, one of the worst injuries an athlete can face. But it's not unheard of for players to come back from this kind of injury, so there's definitely hope for his future in the NFL. However, Watson's situation is unique, and his return to form won't be as simple as it sounds. Since arriving in Cleveland in March 2022, Watson has struggled to regain his Pro Bowl form, leading many to believe that his exit from Cleveland is becoming increasingly difficult. With his underwhelming play since his arrival and a massive $80 million cap hit for next season, the Browns have very limited options. Cutting Watson would create a catastrophic dead cap hit of around $167 million. So unless a miracle trade happens, the Browns are likely stuck with Watson at least for another season, if not more. A threat to Shedeur Sanders? Now, let's get to the main question. Does Deshaun Watson pose a threat to Shedeur Sanders as the Browns' starting quarterback? At the moment, Sanders is the starting quarterback in Cleveland, and when Watson returns to practice, he'll immediately be seen as a potential challenger for that spot. However, there are a few key factors that make it unlikely Watson will take over anytime soon. First off, sources have reported that Watson's return to the 53-man roster doesn't guarantee much playing time. CBS Sports' Jonathan Jones pointed out that if Watson isn't activated by week 27, he'll revert to injured reserve for the season. And with Watson having been out for more than a year, he'll have fewer than 10 practices under his belt when the Browns have to make their decision. Even if Watson does return, it's not like he's immediately going to be a top-tier threat to Sanders. The Browns will likely want to protect their expensive quarterback and avoid any further risk to him before 2026. On top of that, Watson's massive contract is another reason why it's unlikely the Browns make a change at quarterback anytime soon. His $80 million cap hit next season is huge, and his contract, after multiple restructurings, will continue to impact the salary cap through 2030. So, unless there's an unexpected trade, Watson is likely staying in Cleveland for the foreseeable future. So, while Deshaun Watson's return is certainly something to keep an eye on, it's clear that the Browns are going to give Shedeur Sanders every chance to finish out this season. The team will likely take a cautious approach, especially with Watson's long-term contract hanging over their heads. What do you think? Will Deshaun Watson ever return to his former self, or is Shedeur Sanders the future of the Browns quarterback room? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more NFL news and analysis.